the Pastor's Kitchen, where I get to share with you two of my greatest passions, my love for Christ and cooking. Today I'm going to cook for you some spare ribs, but I'm going to put a spin on them. I am going to fry them first, and then we're going to roast them lightly with the barbecue sauce on them. I tell you, they are awesome, all right? And so what I want to do is show you first the spare ribs. When I'm talking about spare ribs, it's the rib with the back of it cut off, and we just cut one in each bone. I like it with the bone in it. It's so important for certain meats to have bone in it because the bone adds so much flavor to the meat. And so it's already seasoned. Plenty of spare ribs. These are 2 slabs of spare ribs, once again with the tips cut off of them, and we just cut them down individually. Seasoned very lightly with black pepper, adobo, garlic, and it was a non-salt seasoning that we did. I'm also going to add to it, keep it right there, Rosie, for me. I'm going to add to it, I was just thinking about it, and I'm going to turn these just a little bit, a little Worcester sauce. Always on the ribs, okay? Always. And I'm just going to turn them lightly in the sauce. That's all I'm going to do. I got a bag prepared already because they're seasoned, and the way we're going to do them, I am going to fry them. I got a skillet ready for them, all prepared, and we're going to fry them and put a flour, let them rest in flour. Spread the flour over them evenly. I don't want a lot of Worcester sauce on it, but that's enough right there. Wash my hands off. Always wash your hands off, especially dealing with meat. Okay? This is going to be something really special. We went to Outback and had lunch, and they had it on the menu. I said, we can go home and duplicate that. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take a few of these, put them down in the bag. Do you remember when your mother used to take a bag? Anybody that is of my age, maybe 50, 60, in that range? And we used to take actually bags or get grocery bags from the store. We did. We go down to the corner grocery store and get a paper bag and put flour in it and shake it up. We were not familiar with, I don't even think at that time, Shelley, did they have Ziploc bags at that time? We didn't have no Ziploc bags back then. We didn't have no knowledge of that at all. And so look at what I'm going to do. I'm dusting it with the flour. That's all I'm going to do. Let's go on over here, Rosie, to the stove. This oil is hot. I'm going to take them individually, take them out individually. Come on over here so you can capture this. And put them down in the oil. That's all I'm going to do. Lay them down in the oil. And I'm frying them. I am going to fry these, put them all in the pan first. Stay with me, Roger, till I put them all in the pan. That means that I'm going to have to turn them too, because I didn't deep fry these. When you deep fry them, you got to make sure you're going to use a lot of the oil. And we knew that we weren't going to use it, so I said, oh, let's eliminate using the deep fryer. And let's just do it the old time way. My dad used to love, and when I say love to fry ribs. Love to. And so my son said to me today too, let's fry some ribs too. So that's what we're going to do. And so we're going to fry these, and when they're just about ready to come out, we'll come back, and then we're going to do part 2 for you once we fried all of the ribs up. So stay tuned for something special. Hey fam, I'm back. We're working this in segments or in parts. I'm taking them out, Rosie, capture them, and getting the oil off of them. I'm not frying them really hard, because part 2 calls for me to put them in the oven on roast and barbecue sauce. And so we're going to let these sit on the paper a little bit to get the oil off of them. And I'm going to put the second batch down in here now. So stay with me, Rosie. These are already in the bag. All right. And I'm going to put these down in there. I only have one more batch of them, and then we're going to put them all in the oven. I already have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And I'm going to just marinate these in barbecue sauce. Nothing special. We do have some sweet Baby Ray honey. Yep, our favorite. I'm going to marinate them in. And I think that one more go down in here. And we're going to let these fry up. That should do it. And we'll be back in about less than 5 minutes to take these out and put our last batch in. Hey P-Fam, I am back, and we are in maybe the 3rd part of this, and then we're going to finalize it once we pull it out of the oven. These are the ribs that were fried. They're spare ribs. If you have not tried this, I guarantee you will enjoy this, okay? Better than a pork chop. So the remaining ribs, I'm going to take and put some sauce on them. Your sauce of choice. We make barbecue sauce. My dad taught us how to. Didn't have the time, didn't feel like all of that. So I am going to put sauce on these ribs. Put them in the oven on roast so that it will still be a little crunchy too. And you'll taste the fried portion of it as well. And I put them in the oven. See, I have done the one side of them. I'm going to take it and do the other side as well. Turn these over and put them in the oven. This will take no time for me to get these done. They've already cooked. I didn't cook them a long time. Sometimes when you fry food, you want to fry it really hard. Didn't do that because I knew I was going to put it in the oven. Putting a spin on this. Putting barbecue. And normally I don't like barbecue sauce on it, but I tell you, this is a delicious dish and a must try. All right, we're just going to put sauce on the back side of this. Maybe set it in the oven for about a good 5 to 7 minutes. And that should do it. Because it's going to be on roast. The beauty of putting the food on roast in a confectionate oven is that it cooks it on both sides. It really does. Okay? All right. It is the 4th of July. And this is the way we're doing our ribs. All right. Here we go. Basin, I put sauce all over on the rib. Both sides of it as well. Then it's going to go in the oven. Those are ready to go. And they are ready to eat them. They're just like, can you come on? Can you come on with it? Does everybody know how good these are going to be? All right. And while we're waiting, I want to share with you just not testimony, but a word I want to express to you. I think I've said it before. I preached it recently about depression and how important it is when someone tells you they're in that state and when they're going through, because people go through differently. And we have to be able to acknowledge that and to be able to understand it. The reason I thought about it, I thought about, wow, look at individuals in the Bible as well that are going through changes. Think about Christ himself when he had to go to the cross. The anguish of it all, the possibly depression, not wanting to go to the cross as well and saying, God, if it be thy will, can this cup pass from me? And a majority of the time we want things to pass from us as well too. But God says, I want you to endure it so that you would have a testimony to tell somebody else. And so when someone says to you that they are depressed, hear them. Listen to them. Don't give them your testimony of what you've been through. Acknowledge them, empathize it, embrace them for that moment. Because trouble don't last always. It can be only temporary. Jesus said he came and he took on the infirmities such as us, like as us, but without sin. We can be in that state of mind too, but deliverance is right around the corner. Be encouraged, somebody. Look at what I've just done, huh? That's my word for you, depression. We're going to take these ribs, pop these in the oven on roast for about 5 to 7 minutes and pull out the final presentations, the dry ribs as well as these, and we are done. Hey P fam, I am back with the final presentation. These are the fried ribs. Then I put the barbecue sauce on them and I roast them in the oven for about another 5 to 7 minutes. The flavor is phenomenal. Use the barbecue sauce of your choice. I tell you, you won't go wrong. And then we left some without sauce on it. Just for anybody that doesn't like sauce. Everybody doesn't like sauce. But these are fried spare ribs. Once again, I just wanted you to get a photo of it. Get a glimpse of it. Because we're about to get down with these. All right. Wish you were here. Hey, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, and one other thing, hit that notification button so every time I put out a video, you are notified. God bless you all.